Dynamite Download. Welcome to Dynamite Download, your source for positive coverage of all elite wrestling.
This is what pro wrestling feels like.
I told you guys, positive energy.
I think that created a little moment in itself.
You're saying I have a better record than Kenny Omega and Samoa Joe, and now I'm going to have to wrestle them.
I've never seen someone able to break down like wrestling like he does.
That punk, that long-haired hippie freak.
My real story does connect with a lot of people.
So like you need to be careful in the locker room.
I definitely think that women's wrestling has been elevated.
And with the loss of Brody, I feel like we were just kind of a little bit directionless.
I was like deep diving into like cults.
Raw horse.
Raw horse?
Oh my god!
Amazing.
I had to smack him around a few times to fully gain his respect.
You said that in front of the voice of a generation.
It was Frankie Nash.
Awesome.
This podcast is quite frankly the drizzling shit, if I'm being quite honest.
The day spread positivity about AEW.
Welcome to Dynamite Download.
Good evening, Dynamite Download, folks. This is Mind Runner. SPD is on a special assignment, but with me is one of my favorite people on the planet. Co-hosting with me tonight is none other than... Yes. When you hear the Chelsea dagger, you know that can mean only one person. My better half, my favorite person on the planet. It is Full Tilt Deb from Chicago, as the AEW wrestlers now officially know her as Full Tilt Deb from Chicago, including her boyfriend, Powerhouse Hobbs. It is.
That's right.
How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. It was great to have Dynamite again back, with the Wednesday nights. It's kind of feels surreal not being, in Texas. I know it's been almost a month, but it's surreal to be gone for actually more than a month. It's almost 2 months, but it feels surreal. But what an incredible Dynamite we had, and it was cool. Kind of getting the routine back again, and we'll definitely talk about it. But let me just ask you first, overall, how did you feel about last night's Dynamite?
Oh, I liked it a lot. I just have to say, I know we're not supposed to like Moxley, but, he gets that, like, impish, cheesy grin, he's all serious and mean and blah, blah, blah. And then he does something kind of crappy or not right or whatever. And he gets this, like, seriously funny look on his face, like a little impish grin. And I just love Moxley.
Yeah.
I know we're not supposed to, but I do.
I don't blame you at all. And I think we all kind of feel that way. I feel similar to MJF where, like, you're supposed to hate the guy, but, you like him. But, yeah, Moxley, he knows what he's doing. He's not, and I think there's a genuine thing about him. He's not trying to put himself over. He's putting the other people over. He's selling a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Courtney in the chat, of course, I thought you were team heel, Courtney, but you're booing Moxley. What is going on here? Courtney, are you team babyface now? I don't know what's going on there. Stephen Chambers is in the chat. We're going to definitely talk about the draft. In fact, we could get to the draft numbers. We'll get to that towards the end, but I do think we ought to talk about last night's Dynamite. And we're going to actually he's giving me points. Good point there. But let's talk about last night's Dynamite. Obviously, one of my favorite people was in the stands during the women's match.
Mhm.
Timeless Tony Storm, and I thought that was fantastic. It was incredible. The opening match, though, Jon Moxley versus Kevin Knight. Interesting matchup. Yeah, I remember when we watched Dynamite with your mother-in-law, my mom, and Moxley took on Speedball Mike Bailey. She said that wasn't fair for a mean guy like Moxley to beat up on poor Speedball. What were your thoughts on Kevin Knight? Do you think he held his own? Do you wish the match could have gone differently? And of course, what about the aftermath?
Okay, I think Kevin Knight is incredible. He's such a high flyer, and he's so bouncy. You know, he's like he's just like on bouncy stilts, and it's just amazing. And I know, Moxley was really letting Kevin Knight shine because he was really jumping all over the place, in the ring, out the ring, everywhere. And I love that sort of thing. So I really enjoyed the match. Okay, remind me who won. Moxley won?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Decisively.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then what happened afterwards? I don't.
Well, that was the Darby Allin. Darby Allin came out with a body bag and tried to stuffed Wheeler Yuta until Claudio returned and ended up stuffing Darby into the body bag. And then who came out but your bruv and my bruv, Will Ospreay came out, and not only did he rescue Darby, but he also issued a challenge for Forbidden Door. Yeah. It's Team Moxley versus Team Ospreay Darby, which we will later found out who's completing the team. Really, according to Darby kidnap himself. Darby sure loves those body bags. Yes, definitely. But it's interesting. So, are you hyped for this match? Ospreay, Darby,
yes,
me,
yes,
Kota Ibushi, and who was the fifth member was what's that?
And the Tanahashi?
Yeah, the Ace Tanahashi.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Now, I told you this last night. I'm a little disappointed that Ibushi is in there, Kota Ibushi, because he just doesn't have it anymore. However, today I read that he signed a 2-year extension on his contract or something like that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm like, well, dude needs to wake up a little bit and get a little bit more flippy. But then, you know what? Kenny isn't that flippy anymore, and it saddens me. But I get it.
Mm-hmm.
We all age and all that kind of stuff. But yes, I am very excited for this this crazy what is it?
Well, it's not
dark.
It's a dark cage match. Like they might as well say blood and guts, but it's just going to be one cage instead of two. I think they ought to just go for blood and guts, but I guess logistically they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to do a steel cage, and that's going to be incredibly interesting.
Yes, it is. It's going to be bloody, I think. Well, I mean, Mox is involved, so of course it will be bloody. But still, I really look forward to the flippy-doo stuff from the I guess you'd call him Team Babyface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Team Babyface versus Team Death Riders and non-EVPs.
Yes. Although they are flippy too. So I mean I think it's going to be really good. I am looking forward to it a lot. Especially Ospreay. Love him.
Well, speaking of, by the way, BR in the chat. Thank you, BR. He's got a super sticker for us, and that means it's time for. Oh, you know what? We need to change one of the super chats to the Pobrecito Young Bucks. Maybe I'll do a Max and Jeremy or something like that. But yeah, let's do a super chat party for the Young Bucks. ladies and gentlemen, without further ado.
Super Chat Party!
That was excellent. I missed that song.
I miss it too. And just because it's awesome, we got to do this one also.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. BR, thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Awesome. She added Bottle Rockets to the super chat. Yeah. I love it. That whole thing, we'll talk about it more in a minute, but that whole the presentation of the Young Bucks as these jobbers, like they're in the jobber locker room and when Moxley goes to talk to him. Yeah, just hilarious. But let's talk about the chess player playing chess on Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Hanger got him to commit to activating his contract for Forbidden Door. Do you think this was too soon? Do you think MJF has got a backup plan, or what do you think? And is he just done with the Hurt Syndicate now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they gave him the thumbs down, so it's kind of hard to say unless he's going to get in their good graces or something like that. But no, it's definitely not too soon for MJF to sign this contract. And I love that Hangman got him to do it. And then he throws this little baby fit at the end and beats up Hangman in the car park, the garage. So, I mean, whatever it is, what it is. And isn't MJF going to somewhere else to wrestle in Mexico again?
Well, yeah, he's now the CMLL champion, so he's got to defend his title. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. All right.
Something Steven says he's hoping for the Pinnacle reunion. War Daddy's coming, says Courtney. I do think Wardlow's going to fit in somehow, but I don't know if he's going to be on MJF's side. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be interesting. You pointed out too that Hangman has been using the word dumbass quite a bit. He goes, how Seabiscuit wins in that movie, dumbass.
I love it. I did see a compilation of a couple of Hangman's dumbasses. So I'm glad that he's embracing that, and then they can make a whole big long one, a bunch of them. Dumbass, that would be fun.
Dumbass. Awesome. Now, not speaking of dumbasses, but we had the trios match. We had the ladies. I do like that they're showcasing a lot of the women's division. I would rather have more than one women's division match on Dynamite.
Yep.
But if you're only going to give it one match, jam it with as many women as you can. In addition to the trios, you also had Mercedes. You had Tony Storm, Athena up in the balcony, and of course you had Julia Hart lurking at ringside. You had on one side you had the three of the most, well, at least one of the most positive people in the world, Willow Nightingale, and you had two just hardcore badasses, Queen Aminata with the headbutts. I mean, I know her chocolate kisses are like her favorite move, but she was headbutting the hell out of everybody. And our girl Alex Windsor was really doing awesome. And then, but one of my favorite moments was this, and I've already expressed how I feel about the Triangle of Madness. What a lame name for such a cool group. It's just like, oh, you could have come up with the Coven. There's so many other things you could have come up with. But when they're doing that like seance triangle, and then Mercedes Moné thinks it's a prayer circle, so she tries to join it. Even Mercedes Moné's biggest haters, you've got to at least appreciate that was funny as hell. That was really cool, and I thought that was pretty cool to see that.
I agree, but you know what? I just want to say, you know what I mean? Okay, Mercedes in that wig, looking like Chaka Khan. Okay, Chaka Khan. Yeah. But the thing is, she does have a good sense of humor. She does play her part well, but I have to agree with Courtney, the 8 belts is getting stale. It has been stale. It's very, very, very stale. I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Shit or get off the pot. My God, go lose those belts somewhere else and give the TBS title to somebody, even if it's Wenza, which I would be cool, or Queen Aminata, whatever. I don't care. But I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm tired of the 8 belts and that kind of thing. It's so old.
Well, here's a thought though. What if Alex Windsor is the one that dethrones Mercedes Moné? She couldn't win the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And in London, Alex Windsor wins the TBS title. I mean, even if she drops it back to Mercedes like a month later, whatever, I think it is time for Mercedes crash out. Now, I'm not as hating as on the 8 belts as a lot of people. I understand. I get it. I kind of thought it was funny how she was handing all the belts to Aubrey that one time, and now Aubrey's like, what the hell are you doing? But I think it's time for Mercedes to have the crash out. Either lose the TBS title to Alex in London, or start losing the other belt and continue. Like the more belts she starts to lose, the tighter she tries to hold on to that TBS like it's the precious, and then and to see and then flip out. But what are your thoughts on the match though so far? What did you think about the match itself? And I know Sky Blue got some criticism for that quote unquote botch, but I thought there was more to that. But I thought the ladies really shined in this match.
Oh, I completely agree. I know, like, I think it's SBD. He doesn't like when there's trios are four
match.
Man.
Party match.
Yeah, I love it. Give me more people to watch. It's crazy. It's energetic. It's so good. I love those kind of matches. And like this one, I really enjoy this one. I like how they're putting all of them together. And that what's her name didn't wrestle, Julia Hart. Why not?
I don't know. Well, I think they wanted Mercedes in, and they wanted to keep Tekla, and and I think they needed Sky Blue to get in there to kind of shut the haters up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And what did Sky Blue, what did she do? What was her botch?
It was, she was trying to do her, I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's it's like a reverse Canadian destroyer, but it's like on the ass.
Oh,
it's like she jumps on the ass and does like a destroyer kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought I thought it was funny. I said the gimmick was that Aminata's ass was too juicy for her to execute the move, and I actually think that could be kind of a storyline where Aminata's like, you can't do that on me. But I think the reality, looking back at it, is just Aminata's just tall, and so he has to really squat down a lot in order for her to do that. But I think there's a storyline there, and it was like it was such a it wasn't a botch, It's Sky Blue. I know she gets criticism, but she's tremendous. I mean, remember this is the same Sky Blue before her injury that was doing those hardcore matches, and she does a great super kick, and I think she shined in this match, and I think I understand why Julia kind of benched herself a little bit to let Sky Blue shine, and Sky Blue did. Thekla, I appreciate Thekla. She hasn't been as wow as I was expecting her to be, but I think she's found her groove, she's found her niche, and she's going to continue to be a presence in the company. The whole upside down thing gimmick, it's okay.
I love that.
But
I love it.
Now,
you know what?
Go ahead.
I think Tekla or Thekla. What's her name?
I've heard it both ways.
Okay, I'm calling her Tekla. Okay, so Tekla came in and she was pretty badass when she was doing single stuff, and now they're putting her with these other with Julia Hart and Sky Blue, and it's kind of taking away from her. I don't think Tekla has really established herself as an AEW wrestler because now she's with these two. So I think she's badass. I mean, when we saw her at Collision in Texas, oh my God, what a little hard body. Holy cow.
Oh, when
she is just
when she came up with her abs like that. Oh,
yes. I mean, all the stuff that she does, she is just like, she's just a big, like, muscle. I swear. So again, I don't think we have seen a lot of her, but you know what? You're right, Steven. Maybe they are waiting for Jamie Hayter to come back. You know what I mean?
By the way, Courtney has the official pronunciation is tequila. That's the official ching, 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 ching. We should no, that should be it. We should start singing dun 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 Becla dun 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 dun. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I know all the words to that song.
Oh, that's good on you. That is good for you to know. Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. And there's rumors that they have revealed on who is going to be the CMLL representative for the 4-way. Spoiler if you don't want to know. Earmuffs if you don't want to know. But I think it does sound like Persephone, who was Thunder Rosa's tag team partner, is going to be in there. So now we're just waiting on who Stardom is going to send. I'd love to see Momo Watanabe. I think that, seeing Momo come back and lay some SmackDown would be pretty cool. But
I still want Maki Ito.
Oh, if Maki Ito, can you imagine Maki Ito showing up in London?
Oh, will Mina be back? Isn't she wrestling on ROH or something?
I don't know if she's healed yet or not.
I swear I saw something, a tweet, and maybe it was a fakey thing or something. I'm not sure. But I thought, you know what I mean? It was something with Mina. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for her to come back. So
yeah, I'm hoping Mina comes back. And I would love to see. But Mina is now like AEW, not Stardom. So that would almost be like a cheap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would almost be like, because she's now AEW, putting her in the Stardom role kind of kills the Stardom feed. But I would love to see someone, like I think Maki Ito would be great.
I know.
Kind of in the States a lot, though. And I don't know.
Is she doing like indie stuff?
Yeah, she's doing GCW and a lot of indie stuff. And so I don't know if she would be open to showing up. I bet it's going to be somebody that's being pushed a lot in Stardom. So we'll see how that goes. But ladies are bringing it. The women's division in AEW continues to impress me, and I love that it's like none of the former champions are in the mix, and it's still such a compelling roster. Imagine when Hikaru Shida comes back. I know Nyla's doing some independent stuff. If Nyla comes back, Riho, it's going to be interesting to see. Yes, Shida. It's going to be very cool. But but joining us here in just a moment, I do believe we have ourselves a cowboy riding into this. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and play this again because I love this clip, but it's got cowboy in it. But let's hear this again. I love it. Cowboy, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you.
What's up?
Hey.
Sorry I'm late.
All good, dude. I know you were on a very special assignment. We cannot confirm or deny the details, but
and we will dock your pay.
We'll dock. Yeah,
No.
we got to take 2 cans of beer out of the 12-pack. So
it's okay. I drink whiskey anyway.
All right, there you go. Well, but we were just finishing up talking about the women's the trios match. But we can jump back and talk about Moxley, Kevin Knight, and talk about Hangman and MJF's face to face. Do You want us to jump back, or is there any points you want to make about Hanger and MJF?
I'll make a couple quick points. One, I love the promo battle between the two.
Yes.
I love the psychology. I love how MJF kept bringing up Seabiscuit, and then MJF brought and Hangman came back with the ending to Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit won, and that's what I kept thinking too. But yeah, I was like, MJF Seabiscuit won. So
yeah.
So you keep talking about Seabiscuit, you're just saying that Hangman's going to win. So, but I loved how Hangman goaded MJF into the cashing in that casino gauntlet battle royale contract. I love how he goaded him into cashing it in. So now he's cashed it in for Forbidden Door, and I can't wait for that match next Sunday. So I love this segment. It was great. Again, back and forth with these guys. They got great chemistry together. I love it when Hangman and MJF go up against one another because they bring the best out of one another.
Yes.
And I can't wait for the match. The promo is great. I can't wait for the match now.
And I love that these are two OG originals. In fact, these were the two guys in the first year of AEW. There was the baby face and the heel. They were the first ones. Do we need to start a drinking game? Every time Hangman says dumbass, you got to take a shot of whiskey.
Hey, I'll do it.
Dumbass. Seabiscuit won, dumbass. What are your thoughts on Moxley versus Kevin Knight, and then, of course, the Darby and Will Ospreay aftermath, and this, I guess that we were trying to figure out exactly what it's going to be called, but it's basically a lights out, unsanctioned cage match.
But do we know the rules of this? Like, are they doing it in the dark?
I don't think there's rules. I think it's going to be 10 men in a steel cage, which that in itself is going to be that's a crowded thing.
Someone said that they think the stipulation of this the only way to win is by knockout.
Ooh,
that's what someone was saying. I don't know if that's confirmed. I don't know if that's the official rules, but that'd be an interesting cage match. Like, and also, is it just one knockout? Is it all you gotta get the whole team knocked out? Like, what are the stipulations to this? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I'm
excited for it.
I predict that there will be a shoe involved with the Young Bucks. They always have some gimmick shoe. I don't think Kota Ibushi or Kenny should be involved in this match, given their recent medical condition. But they're in it.
And Ospreay.
Yeah, with his neck. I guess Moxley's taking the Dolph Lundgren approach.
My thing is, are these confirmed injuries or are they work?
Oh, we're always being worked.
That's what I want to know. Like, if Ospreay really does have a neck injury, I don't think he would be cleared to wrestle in a match like this, in my opinion.
I think you're right, bruv.
I really, in my honest opinion, I know the passion and everything Ospreay has for AEW and for wrestling, but if it's in a match that really had a neck injury, this could have cost him his career. So I really don't believe not only would medical chance clearing him, I don't even think Tony Khan would chance clearing one of his top faces of the company.
Yep.
So a lot of people are like, who have been questioning this and criticizing. It's like, I don't really believe this neck injury is real. I think it's a work. That's just my opinion.
I think
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think the match is great. The who we got in the match in the steel cage match was a shocker, especially Kenny. I've been missing Kenny. I'm glad he's back. So seeing him in a match like this, that's going to be fun, and I just hope everyone comes out okay and we don't get any injuries. That's
yes. Prayer circle. Speaking of prayer circle, Witch's Triangle was interrupted by Mercedes Moné that tried to join. Your thoughts on the trios match, the women's trios match, real quick before we move on.
This was a cool match, and the beginning was funny because
Yeah.
they came in and she kind of tried to insert herself in, and they were like, "What are you doing?" So I thought this was a really good match for the women. I thought with Alex Windsor, Queen Amanada, Will Nightingale. I really like Will Nightingale. She's really cool. She's got to be, in my opinion, the one to dethrone Mercedes Moné. In my honest opinion. Like, I would like Queen Amanada too, but I think it's Will Nightingale because of her, how popular she is, and she signed a long-term deal with the company, and she has become one of the top faces for the women's division. It would be great for Willow Nightingale to defeat Mercedes Moné. But I really do believe they're going to have her go all the way to break Jay Cargill's record. So I don't think she's going to lose it for Bendor. I don't think so. But considering this is a fatal four-way match, what if she doesn't lose it this one? But this would be a good way because she doesn't have to get pinned.
Yep.
It could be someone else taking the pinfall.
I could see Windsor.
That's what I was going to say. Windsor could be the one to win, but also it depends on who Stardom selects as theirs. That has a big confirmed. But I think it'd be a good thing for Windsor, a good way for her to win this belt, and Mercedes won't get pinned.
Absolutely. You did hear about the spoiler about who's representing CMLL, right?
Yes, Paris Phone. I think I said it right.
Persephone, Paris Phone. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
And that we just figured out it's not Thekla or Tekla, it's Tequila. So that's
Tequila.
that's how we pronounce it. Awesome stuff. Great. We're looking at a solid women's roster, and a lot of the former champions aren't even in the mix, and it's such a great roster.
Oh yeah. Just wait till we get those
match of the night
titles.
Perhaps match of the night.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Let's. I'm going to start with Aaron and then go to Full Tilt Deb. Your thoughts on Adam Copeland versus Stoke, and then the aftermath that took place. Aaron, what did you think about? First of all, Big Stoke being escorted to the ring, encouraged to participate, and then FTR, I guess, essentially breaking their clause, and so now it's everyone for them. There's no restraining order.
I thought this was a really fun match, and it was funny, especially when Stoke went for the spear and it didn't succeed. I really also love the aftermath. And one thing I want to point out, because a lot of people have said that this with Christian and Cope has been rushed. One thing I want to point out, if you looked at the hug, Christian didn't really walk away all happy and go-getty. He still had a sense of confusion on his face, this inner like, do I really want to, or do I stick to my guns, or just that inner confliction. I would say that it's nothing set in stone yet.
Yeah.
But I can see them winning next week. Then he comes full circle. And then they really give a good hug. And then I can also see this, FTR winning the AEW tag team tournament, then winning the titles at Forbidden Door, and then at All Out in Canada, in their hometown, they will win the tag team titles from FTR. That's what I can see. If not FTR, Hurt Syndicate retains, and we still get Christian and Cope winning the tag team titles. But I think FTR because of the story that's going on.
I like that. Full Tilt Deb, what do you think? What do you think Aaron's take there?
I like it. However, I think no. I don't know. I kind of think that Hurt Syndicate is going to keep it. Okay. But then when it comes time for what was the did you say Forbidden Door? No, Full Gear.
All out. Or
All
Full
out.
Gear.
All out. Thank you.
Mhm.
All out. I can see, and you make a great point about them being in Canada and the two of them beating the Hurt Syndicate in Canada. That's what I can see. But I don't see FTR beating the Hurt Syndicate. Not yet.
Do you think that Christian and Cage are going to, or Christian and Cope going to cost FTR the title shot?
Ooh, I hope so. I think that would be great.
That could be a good lead.
It could.
And then there could be a number one contender spot with the CNC and FTR for the tag team titles at All Out.
Or
that's a good take.
Or at All Out, it's Hurt Syndicate versus Cope and
FTR.
Christian versus FTR.
Oh boy!
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Oh my god! Now, but wait, can the Hurt Syndicate do tables, ladders, and chairs?
Sure, Shelton definitely can. Bobby Lashley, absolutely.
Bobby Lashley's done the Money in the Bank match, so
yeah.
Okay, I suppose, but like I say, I've not seen them do too much, other than just brutal beatings and everything like that. I've never seen them do a tope or a ladder or a chair or a table. So that's why I didn't think that.
It's a good question.
Definitely has. He was in a Money in the Bank as well several times.
Okay.
But I believe Bobby Lashley 1 year was in a Money in the Bank.
But how long ago was that?
I think it was 20. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, but the Money in the Bank, because that's ladders and definitely the tables, and chairs, of course. But I think since TNA they're gonna run the Dudleys versus the Hardys in a TLC.
Lashley and Rusev ran a TLC match at one time. So yes, and that was a 1-on-1. So yes, I believe,
and that was back during the Lana stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I think that AEW is going to miss out if they don't do a TLC with Cope and Christian, FTR, Hurt Syndicate in Toronto. Also, Steven is saying Brodito is going to upset FTR, and they're going to win the tag titles. Interesting. Cope and Cage went it all out.
Bold statement there.
We'll see. Well, we're gonna have our prediction show at some point, so we'll. I don't know if that could happen. It's anything. There's so many different stories, irons in the fire.
Hey, when is All Out?
September something,
20th.
right?
September 20th.
Okay. So
birthday week.
Oh, very nice.
Some time for a little bit of more story, huh?
It's Aaron's birthday week.
Yes. My birthday is September 13th. My anniversary is September 18th. And then that's going to be a great week for me. All Out.
Heck yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this eight-man tag, this party match. But the Young Bucks dressing in the jobbers dressing room and coming out and super kicking Justin Roberts, and they got fined, and not only did they get fined, but now right after they got fined, Tony Khan's announcing another $100K match for I think the women. So it's pretty funny how it seems to be the money's coming out of the old EVP fund.
I think they should be suspended. You don't mess with Justin Roberts. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Not the dapper yapper.
That's right.
Well, Full Tilt Deb, your boy Hologram was in this.
Yep.
As well as, the Stone Pitbull and Brody King. And then they announced the mystery representative from New Japan. He looks like he skinned a few Muppets for his gear, but it was Takahashi.
Love him.
Was the surprise fourth member. And he just seemed like he was on cloud nine having such an awesome time. He always kind of has that attitude. Deb and I watched him at that New Japan show where Kenny Omega fought Gabe Kidd, and he just this guy oozes. He's kind of, I don't want to say he's like the Japanese male Willow Nightingale, but he just always seems like he's smiling, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, wearing 70s car. Yeah, he's wearing the interior of a 70s minivan. Well, Volta, what did you think of this 4-on-4 party match, and of course the outcome, and the thoughts of and just the way the Young Bucks are being treated?
I love the way the Young Bucks are being treated. I love the way that they are acting about it. You know, the whole thing. I like this. Week after week, they always make me laugh with something. Except they didn't like them super kicking Justin Roberts.
Don't mess with the Dapper Yapper.
That's right. But I did enjoy this match a lot. You know, again, the Bucks, they can move like crazy. I think Hologram took too many bumps. I don't like that. But no, I thought this match was just incredible. I really enjoyed it. Who got the pin? I can't remember.
I think Takahashi got the pin on.
That's right.
On Josh Alexander? I'm not. I have to remember. Aaron, what did you think of this?
Yeah, I think it was Josh Alexander.
Yep. What did you think of the match?
Oh, I thought it was a great match as well. And then the surprise for Takahashi. That was awesome. Yeah. I love yes, and multi-man tag teams. AEW has been rocking them.
Party match.
But I love the treatment of the Young Bucks with this whole jobber thing and the EVP and these money matches, and it's coming out of their pocket. It makes me wonder where this is going to lead to. And it would be cool if it led to the Elite reunion.
Yes. With
Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. Maybe even Hangman. We get the whole squad together again. Because it would, I think it would be fun to see them all together one more time.
Before Kenny retires, we need to have the Elite back together.
Yes, yes, and so I love this. I love how this treatment that they're getting, and like I said, I love Takahashi coming in this match. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. I love how AEW has the partnership with them, and we see not only their wrestlers on AEW, but AEW wrestlers in Japan. It is it's fun to watch, and to note in the G1 tournament, we got semifinals coming up this weekend with Zack Sabre Jr. going up against Takeshita, and then we got, I think it's Yoshi, if I said his name right, versus Evil Uno. Or not Evil, no. Evil.
Evil Uno. Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny? It's Evil. No, it's Evil Uno. This whole time.
But Evil. So that's coming up this week. So, and I'm predicting maybe Takeshita is going to win it.
Yeah.
But I think once Takeshita is done with this G1 tournament deal, which I love the Japan tournaments and all they do, and also AEW. That's one thing I love about AEW as well. They kind of taken that from, or borrowed that, I should say, from New Japan. So I can see Takeshita winning that, and when he gets done with that, I see him coming back and defeating Okada for that Continental title.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, same.
Ugh.
He was already international champion, but I see him defeating him for the Continental title.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I think it's coming. I think the babyface turn for Takeshita. Yep, Steven says all out. Yes, please.
Ooh, yes. All out.
Let's
that would be great. If not all out, then at least full gear.
All right.
I would like to note on this.
Yes.
Well, I'll let you go, but I have a funny take.
Please start off. Go for it.
I thought this was a video for hologram. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Hologram. It's like a Batman, you know. And then I was wait, it was Hook. My bad.
What did you?
I like that.
What did you think of the lounge music versus kind of that? You know, it was a little more like. At first, I thought this was like, is he going Joker? Is he going villain? Are we going to see? is Hook going to turn on the ops? Is he going to come back in a different mindset? What do you think, Aaron?
I think, yes, Hook is going to come back and he's going to turn on the ops because the ops are basically replacing him with Shibata. So
And
I
Hobbs,
think,
Hobbs,
I
yeah.
think he'll come back and maybe, just maybe, he will join the Death Riders.
Ooh.
Oh.
What do you think about that, Deb? Hook as a Death Rider?
That would be interesting. I was gonna say and kick out Yuta, but you can't kick out Yuta. He's the, you know what I mean, the
fall guy.
scapegoat or whatever, the fall guy. Yeah, but I mean, if
But
they
what
are
if
going to
John
keep them
Moxley's
together,
tired of the fall guy?
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
And you could always have Wheeler Yuta see the light, man. You dig what I'm saying?
But
TikTok.
I heard they're signed with TNA though.
Oh, they are? No.
Yes.
Well,
The Righteous?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yes. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Of course, things online I take with a grain of salt. But.
Yeah, if it's online, it's got to be true. Now, something there's
Totally
bold.
true.
Steven's bold predictions have been pretty interesting. Always. I like this.
Oh.
Rick, and I was thinking that they were going to show up last night, Ricochet in the Gates of Agony. Now, granted, we're going to talk about that the main event, but I would really like to see what Ricochet and Gates of Agony do, and them versus the Ops, and having Hook be a factor would be pretty interesting. Let's talk about that main event. Let's talk about the Ops versus LFI. Full tilt first. Do you think LFI is getting buried? Do they need some more W's? Or was this a main event worthy match, or did it feel anticlimactic?
No, it was. It was really good. And LFI is kind of getting the shaft. But you know what? Okay. What Steven said about Ricochet and Gates of Agony winning the trios titles. I mean, how many trios are there? The Ops, LFI, Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Who else? Who else are trios?
Well, Bang Bang Gang once Gun comes back.
But they're not right now. They're out of the picture, and I hate that. Dark Order, yeah, I suppose. But think about it. They don't really have a lot of matches to defend the trios and everything like that. So, I don't know. Anyway, and by the way, I really don't like Ricochet with the Gates of Agony because Ricochet isn't wrestling enough, and he is my number one draft pick, and I'm not happy about that. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, what did you think, Aaron? Did you think this was a main event worthy event? And what do you think about Ricochet and the Gates of Agony?
I thought this was a good main event. And just to confirm, the Righteous are free agents. They're not signed to nobody.
Ooh, I dig what you're saying.
Yeah. So anyway, back to this. I think, so I agree with that. There are not a lot of trios in the division, in my opinion. You got the Ops right now.
Yeah.
LFI is a solid trio that have been around for a while. So them winning these titles, I think, would be great. We can add the Bang Bang Gang. Once Gun, which Gun is it?
Austin Colton, and Colton, then Colton comes back, and then of course Switchblade. I don't know if he'll be a factor, but yeah.
Which I heard Switchblade might be out or Tony Khan has confirmed that he's going to be out for the rest of the year.
Really?
Yep, a week and a half ago. That I think he's gonna have surgery or something, and so he's gonna let him heal and come back. So we'll probably see him back maybe at
Revolution,
or maybe some point in January, hopefully. But
wow.
I would like to say, we need more trios. There's a few that they could build up, maybe even from Ring of Honor. I mean, they had the Dustin Rhodes with the Von Erichs, but Dustin Rhodes is injured now. So, but yeah, there needs to be some more factions and trios, or otherwise, just drop these titles and just stick with the tag team division.
That's an issue with trios is one guy's out injured. You have 3 chances of the trio having to either replace a guy or give up the titles. Samoa Joe had to go. He was injured, but he was doing press for the what's it called, for Twisted Metal. That put Hobbs and Shibata on Ace. So it's like if it's tough to book trios titles when 1/3 of your team is incapacitated in some way.
Yeah, and that's the thing about trios is if one goes down, unless you have like a faction like the Death Riders had, they had Wheeler Yuta just step in when Pac got hurt. But if you don't have that, once one goes down, well, now what? I mean, in my opinion, just vacate the titles and then have other trios compete for it, and there you go. But you don't have to replace them, just kind of like the Ops did with Hook, with Shibata. But it's going to lead to a story, so that's good. So I don't know. I'm bittersweet with the trios titles because of the division. It's so small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't mind, like, if there's not going to be any more established trios within the division, retire the titles, and then you can have Jalisco and Beast Mortos be in the tag division, and then Roosh be added to the Continental or International or
main
even
event
TNT.
Yeah.
Or even main event.
Yeah.
Because Roosh is really good.
I'd love to see him 1-on-1 with Hangman for the title, even if he doesn't win. That would be just a great match.
What I would like is to see Roosh defeat MJF for the CMLL title.
Oh, yeah. MJF! When you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You get the horns.
So, yeah, you got there's not many trios in the trios division, so that's why bittersweet on the trios, because you throw them all one, and then you have maybe 2 or 3 teams to compete with. But how many times we're going to see that?
Yeah,
exactly.
So, I mean, when Buddy Matthews comes back with Bandito, maybe you can have that.
Ooh, Brodito,
or
Brodito, bud.
Or this is one thing I thought of the other day. If the Righteous are not available to come back, which I think they want to do something cross, because they're all 3 of them are reposting one another and dropping hits. But Cross could join the Hounds of Hell. The devil you know.
That's interesting because he would be such a better lead. I mean, nothing against Aleister Black, or Malachi Black. Aleister, I've heard it both ways. Mr. Black. But Killer Cross with Brody King and Buddy Matthews and Bandito and Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I mean, essentially, yeah. That would be, and Scarlet. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. That'd be awesome.
I think that'd be lame as hell. No, I don't know. I don't know who they are. No, I'm not a WWE or TNA or any of that kind of stuff. I am an AEW person, so I'm just messing around. I have no idea. I don't care.
I think it'll be lame as hell. Of course, that's all good.
I love you.
Love you too, babe. Before we get to the draft results, I want to ask you guys your top performer of the night, and I'm actually going to say my top performer is Stokely. And I'll just tell you why. Just because he made me howl laughing at his shenanigans. I thought, and him trying to spear Cope and just falling, I don't know. I felt like it was funny, but don't go off of my criteria because Goofy Wrestling for Life for me. I want to go to Full Tilt Deb and then Aaron.
No, go to Aaron first because I got to think about it.
Okay, Aaron, who would you say is your top performer?
I'm going to have to go with Kevin Knight.
Yes.
He was
Good choice.
great in the match with Moxley. Him and Moxley had a fantastic opening match. And I hope in the future Kevin Knight and Speedball, if they don't win the tag titles, so they can compete maybe for the TNT or the Continental International title, because they're great. One of the faces of the company. Everybody loves them. So I think Kevin Knight would be mine from last night.
All right. I concur with that. I think that's an excellent pick. I love Kevin Knight. That dude can catch air.
Yes.
Good dude.
Air Knight.
Air Knight. Yes, he needs to sell sneakers. He and
Yes.
I would say Speedball also should sell sneakers, but he doesn't wear them.
He doesn't wear shoes.
So
He can sell the bandanas.
Yeah, there you go. He can sell the bandana. There you go. There you go. Marketing. All right, Full Tilt. What do you think?
Windsor.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know, she is. I really enjoy her wrestling so much, and I even love the whole interaction with her and Tony Storm and all of that sort of thing. Yep. But I mean, honestly, her wrestling, ooh, it is just. It's good. So she's my top pick, and it doesn't hurt because I did pick her up in the draft.
Yeah, well, there you go. No bias at all there.
No bias at all.
No
I can't
bias.
say because every time Heyman wrestles, he's mine.
Right? I get it.
Well, speaking of the draft, let's take a little look at the draft rankings if we can, and let me go right to it. And ladies and gentlemen, our draft rankings are boom in the lead. Steven. 31 points. Good gravy, Steven's killing us. Ranger, man, is 4 points behind at 27. And then it's 26 SPD, 25 myself. And right behind me, Aaron right there with 21. Anything can happen. Crayfish is coming after Aaron with 20. Mm-hmm. Bobby Bats at 17. Brent and F Full Tilt Deb are tied at 15. Sorry, Brent, but your concierge days for Full Tilt Deb might be over. She's probably about to laugh.
Oh no! He will always be my handler.
Okay, got it. Whether win or lose, got it.
Correct.
And Courtney, unfortunately, she's got a little bit of a bad luck here. Hopefully, things will turn around for her, but she's at 7. But maybe some of her folks will get some dubs here real soon. But that's the rankings for right now, and anything can happen going into Forbidden Door. It's going to be awesome. And any final thoughts, Aaron? Then Full Tilt, and then we'll call it a night. Aaron, any final thoughts?
I can't wait for Forbidden Door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so stoked for Forbidden Door. I think it might be right there next to All In, as far as how good it's going to be. And then All Out would also, I don't know. I think All In, Forbidden Door, and All Out would be the top 3 pay-per-views this year.
I think you might be onto something. Full Tilt Deb, any advice or any tips?
Plant your corn early. No, I am looking forward to Forbidden Door. I never knew any of these other wrestlers from New Japan or CMLL, and I really enjoy that they open the door and that we get to see everybody and they go back and forth. I really like that. It's kind of a shame that like WWE doesn't, you know what I mean, do something like that. You know, it could be really crazy, amazing, but whatever, who cares? That's one, well, actually 2 wrestling promotions that I don't watch: WWE and the TNA. Right? Is that separate or is that the same?
That's an interesting question. Technically, they're
neither
not
confirmed nor denied.
Yeah, let's just say that. Let's just say that Paul Levesque is an executive producer for TNA, and Paul Levesque goes by Triple H. So, and that's all
really.
Which I read a report earlier, again, online, but the former UFC owner is interested in purchasing TNA.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes and how things change for TNA in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're also trying. There's word that they're going to go to Wednesday night.
Yeah, which I
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw
That would
your
be
tweet. You know
fatal.
what? I'm sorry. I am an AEW girl. I will always be. I never watched anything else. You know what I mean? I appreciate the Forbidden Door with seeing others, you know, and ROH and everything. But you know, I'm not switching to TNA or WWE. You know, no, no.
I say this.
I like my AEW.
I say this wearing an inspiration shirt, a TNA shirt. I will not switch channels to TNA to watch to watch TNA to not watch AEW Dynamite. I'll catch the highlights, but
Same
come
here.
on, who are you
Are you gonna
kidding?
catch the highlights or just rewatch it later the next day?
Exactly. I'm like, who are you kidding? We've got a DVR. You'll DVR one and watch the other one. And don't you dare get me invested in TNA like you did with AEW.
More wrestling, the better.
Yeah, no.
You don't say.
Because TNA, they have some good stuff over there. I do enjoy it. I enjoyed.
I
Is
tonight's
that where
episode.
Frankie Kazarian went?
Yes.
Yes, that's where
I just
Frankie's
hope
there.
they don't WWE doesn't poach the TNA talent, like, you know, because both the TNA men's and women's champions are NXT people right now. So it's kind of like, you know, and I just, and Masha Slamovich should be, if anything, kicking everybody's ass. And she's, you know, ever since she lost her title, she's been kind of disappeared. So I don't know. I just hope my girls win the tag team titles from Elegance.
Do you hear the news earlier tonight?
What's that?
Ace Austin is now All Elite.
Who is Ace Austin?
Really?
He's from TNA. He teamed with Chris Bay.
That's
and
awesome.
Chris Bay,
Brittany
out.
Burks' boyfriend who got injured.
Which hopefully he can return to the ring.
Yeah.
But he retweeted it. So it's like, what are we getting with Chris Bay?
If Chris Bay can come back fully.
Imagine if Ace Austin and Chris Bay and both of them in the tag team division.
Oh yeah, because we need another damn tag team.
Yes, we do.
How about we need female
tag team wrestling? I agree with FTR and Dax. If there's anything I agree with Dax on is yes, tag team wrestling is awesome, and AEW is great at doing tag team wrestling.
Yeah, well, if they're so great, why don't they have a women's tag team division?
It's cooking. It's cooking. It's in the steamer. It's boiling right now.
Okay, all
waiting
right.
for the water to boil. Yeah,
we gotta wait.
It's smoking. Okay.
I think it's going to happen. Honestly, I think it is. I don't think Tony Khan. Because you see all the tag teams we're seeing right now within the women's division. I think there's little hints when he's going to do it. I don't know, but there has been some injuries as of late, and he's even commented on that. So with when they get fully recovered from their injuries, and we have that full stacked women's tag team division.
Yeah.
I think eventually later down the road this year we'll see the debut of the women's tag team title, and maybe he's been seeing my tweets about an All Elite women's pay-per-view. Maybe we'll get that.
Oh, that would be.
Well, on that note, Dynamite Download fam, on behalf of Aaron Loves Wrestling. By the way, make sure you check out his live watch-alongs and all his channel on Aaron Loves Wrestling. And if you're on Twitter or X, whatever they're calling it, make sure you jump on the follow train. He's got a great list of people for you to follow. And it's funny because even the haters can't stand it when AEW fans unite, and so they have to try to chime in, but don't listen to them.
Tune in later tonight, probably about 30 minutes. I'm going to be talking about AEW and a lot about the hate WWE's been getting.
There you go. Turn in for a super, super hot take. You don't want to miss it. And Full Tilt Deb, as always, you grace us with your presence. As always, the my trophy wife is with us. It's great to have. On behalf of everybody, this is
Thanks for letting me be had.
Anytime, babe. Anytime. Well, good night, everybody, and we will see you next time, and we will see you at our Forbidden Door preview show. And
I'm doing a Forbidden Door watch along next Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. We will see you guys
I don't
next
care
time.
if it's going to be 5 hours.
Good night, everybody.